in the part of government. You cannot allow state government to form, to start setting up a judicial inquiry, committee on judicial inquiry to investigate what happened, and at the end, you going on about on social media trying to pick out those who spoke their mind and declaring them sponsor to the extent that you are suing them for terrorism. It is so it's a shame on the part of government. It shows the government have not learned. It shows Buhari has nothing to offer for this country, Nigeria. That is my own conclusion about it.
So these are the youths who were protesting for the restructuring of Nigeria and the corruption embedded in the system as a whole. Why is it that they single out some of them and sued them for sponsoring the NSAS protest? What is so beneficial to all these youths? Why I don't understand why they single them out. Because when you look at those that were singled out, they are the celebrities among the NSAS protest members. Let's say.
But at the end of the day, it was through his social media, maybe platform on Instagram, where he actually emphasized on it.
Yes.
He just collated them and now declared them sponsors of the protesters.
Exactly.
It is very, very unfair. It shows that whatever the committee of inquiry, the judicial committee of inquiry is doing in every state is nothing. And it will find its way to the trash can of the federal government because they will not be implemented. They will not be implemented because even those so-called sponsorer of Buhari are even against the social media, are against the South, declaring it that they are using it to topple the government of Buhari. How can you say you on the truth, they are your children, the youth are your youth, blah, 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 they will. He even said the other day, Buhari, that he was sending a high-power delegate to visit traditional ruler to tell him of their yearning. And yet, those who spoke their mind, you are charging them, freezing their account, charging them for terrorism in Nigeria. Boko Haram is destroying the north, ravaging the north. You have not even singled one person out ever since. You can see the insincerity in the part of our government in Nigeria.
Mr. Daniel, for me, I believe that the actions of the northern leaders are playing out right now. President Muhammadu Buhari might not be aware of what is going on, I'm telling you, because he's not in control of the country anymore. The northern leaders are controlling him. He's just there in Aso Rock. They are telling him what to do. This action was taken by the northern leaders without his consent. That's what is going on in the country. So the activists that sued them right now, according to what they are saying, is a government-motivated activist that sued them, and they are even planning to sue them for treason. Just like the way they sued Omoyele the other time. Yeah. So that's what they are planning right now. You know why they are trying to sue them for treason? Because they believe that the NSAS protest is posing threat to the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari. That's what they said during the Northern Leaders meeting when they imposed the social media bill, because they are trying to prosecute them for posing threat to the leadership of their own, like President Muhammadu Buhari. Because we are living in a divided country right now. Nigeria has never been so divided like this before.
You know, when President of Olusegun Obasanjo was telling him that Nigeria has never divided before, his so-called media assistant was writing nonsense to the press about it. Is it not very clear that in Buhari, Nigeria is highly divided, coupled with the excess of reports? In my tweet to the National Assembly, I seen it. I pleaded and advised with them for the sake of the unity of Nigerian, that Professor Yakubu should not be confirmed because it negates the principles of federal character in Nigeria. The president is from the north. Of Nigeria has always been divided. It's just that the government, the leadership that were always there, always try to maintain that principles of federal character to
Yes.
succeed. But
Mhm.
here in the Buhari administration, it's not bothered about it. It's not bothered. Inspector General of Police was not the most senior person, talk less of saying that he's giving it to the most senior person as IG. He's an AIG that he brought from retiring the DIGs and gave him an IG because he's from the north. They were DIGs who were Southerners. He retired all of them. This is
Yes.
this is not fair in Nigeria. If we must coexist, we must be able to tolerate each other. And the North does
Uh,
not want to tolerate.
this is too
That is the
obvious.
problem we are facing. The Northern leaders, they don't want to tolerate the Southerns.
Oh my God. This idea of division, tribal division in Nigeria has never been this obvious since how many years?
We are only praying that the United Nations will arise to the task. We are calling on United Nations to at least come over. The document that brought us together, which they call an amalgamation,
Nation, yeah.
is yes, it was
It's a
to be
disaster. It's a
experimented. Yes,
disaster.
no, it is an experimental document that should experiment for over 50 years. It has elapsed. Now the various traditional rulers should sit and ask to be left alone, and then we'll head away. The USSR never went to war when they divided, and the prayer of many Nigerians that we don't need to go to war. They should be understanding. The only problem we had is that the North has not been able to discover oil, because the oil is why they are still sticking to this country, the nation called Nigeria. I wish they have discovered oil in the northern territory for a while. I tell you, the North would have been the one saying that the South should go. They are going on
Mm,
their own. When agriculture was their mainstream, people like Shagari were nationalists fighting that they want to be on their own until Shagari became the president of Nigeria. So now that agriculture is no longer the mainstream, they are even left agriculture. The North has even forgotten about agriculture. It is even the middle belt that is holding sway on agriculture now. Presently, the middle belt. And the middle belt are even saying they want a nation of their own. That is where it is so bad that we are only tolerating ourselves until when time be when everybody will say to your tent, O Israel. So if the oil is being discovered in the north, I tell you, Nigeria as a nation would have been a forgone history. But it's very sad and unfortunate that this is the position we are finding ourselves presently now.
I'm afraid that what happened in the 60s after Nigeria gained its independence, the tribal and political tensions in the country that led to the persecution of thousands of Igbos in the country. You can see what is going on right now. The division, the leaders who are supposed to maintain the one Nigeria, they are the ones dividing the country. While the northern leaders are segregating themselves from other leaders in the country and imposing their social media bill on Nigerians in 21st century in a civilized nation like Nigeria. These people, they are uncivilized. They don't encourage education in their region. So these same people are trying to impose their uncivilized idea on us in Nigeria. Never, never. It can never happen. Either we have one Nigeria or we should find a solution to this. Political positions in the country are all concentrated in the hands of the northerners. which means we don't have one Nigeria. Power is not equally distributed in the country. So we are protesting against this division in Nigeria. Nigeria has never been this divided the way it is right now. How long are we continuing to be living like this? Whereby those who are not educated, uncivilized people, who don't send their children to school, who don't encourage education, only the elites in the northern region are sending their children to school. Literates in the northern region, they are using them for their political tools in the northern region. That is what gave rise to Boko Haram. And today, Nigeria is spending a lot of money to fight Boko Haram. Because the leaders have not been encouraging education, but these same people are coming to impose their will on us. Why? Why? It's 21st century. When we are moving forward, they are moving backwards, telling us that they are planning to restrict Nigerians from social media. Social media that is global. How can these people who are not educated, who are uncivilized in Nigeria, are telling us to go backward like them? Maybe they want to reform the digital age and bringing us back to their uncivilized kind of life that they are living in the north. Never, it will never happen. They want to impose social media. They want to restrict what to say. We can't protest. If people protest in Nigeria, it's posing threat to the leadership of the Northerners. What is that? Do we have one Nigeria? We don't. We don't. We don't. If we are not speaking in one voice in Nigeria, which means we don't have one Nigeria. And they even commended the Northern youth for not joining the NSAS protest. Where is that? Is that not a separation?
So, with all due respect, they don't have a northern youth. When we talk of those who are even championing the Arewas, they are over. Their leader is over 50s. It's still within the elite and the emirs gang. They don't have youth. They have destroyed their youth. Jonathan decided to help them raise them, taking them from the street. They have left in the street. Amajeri. They voted Jonathan out. Those hostels are there. Nobody there. The federal government, a huge sum of money, they ate it. The leaders, the northern emirs and leaders, ate the money and did nothing about the Amajeris.
They won't. They won't send them to school. Look at them.
Because they thought Jonathan was bringing a sort of revolution to them.
Yes.
It's so sad. It's so sad because if we really dwell on what our brothers in the north are doing, it's a pity. It is just within some class, some clique, the elites and the emirs. Majority of the northerners are uneducated.
They don't go to. They don't
majority of them. They don't want them to rise. They just take them, feed them, send them to mosque to recite their Islam morning, afternoon, evening. When they want to use them for ringing, when they want to use them for demonstration against Satan's decision, that is when you see them.
Yes, that's what they did during the NSAS protest when they, I think they hired them at that time. Paid
They don't even need to hire them just for you to provide the vehicle, send them to the street. That is what they do. They have given them instruction on what to do. They just go about doing it. They don't pay them because money. Yeah, when I did my compulsory NYSC in Niger State, I wept for the north.
Ouch.
I'm telling you what I saw. It's not saying. They come to one Bagudu's house. It's late now. He's the father of the former senator, one Isa Mohammed. He was called Alhaji Bagudu. In fact, even the Copper's Lodge was in his estate. They come there, he fed them morning, afternoon, evening. Then when they eat, they go to the mosque, they recite the Islam and come back in the afternoon to eat. Before, in the evening, after taking evening food, they recite to their home, go back to in the morning, they are coming back. They are in numbers. So when Alhaji Bagudu says, do this, I tell you, they are ready to even kill the person for Alhaji Bagudu.
Oh,
I saw it in the north.
Exactly. Exactly, because they are not civilized. They don't even know what is going on in the world. So they don't. I don't think they even paid those hoolos at that time. We saw one fancy car that transported them to the street of Abuja to attack legitimate protesters during the NSAS protest. Even though they don't pay them, as long as the person is their leader, they can just throw them, give them weapons, and do whatever
They
they.
don't pay them. They have been feeding them. They are somewhere feeding them. It was Jonathan who wanted to spoil their show by introducing Amajeri, and that is why they worked
Level of
against him. They
illiteracy,
voted him out.
a high level of Amajiri children, high level of illiteracy in the northern region of Nigeria, no human capital, no resources, no not these same people, these are people who are not savvy, who don't know what is going on, uncivilized group of people. They are imposing their will on us. On us. They should be ashamed of themselves, the northern leaders. Instead of them to be focusing on how to develop the northern region, encouraging education. Education is the beginning of civilization. Without education, don't expect development in any country, any region in the world. If they are not doing that, how dare you you that don't encourage education in your region? Then you are now imposing your will on us, on us. Why are we so divided? Why are we so divided? We don't really care, even though the northerners are not educated, they are not encouraging education. But what we want is one Nigeria. It's one Nigeria whereby power will be equally divided among all citizens. That's what we want in Nigeria. We don't want any other thing. Me, I don't want division. But the northerners, either we have one Nigeria whereby power will be equally distributed among all the members, or we should find solution to this. Amalgamation, we have been blaming the amalgamation of Nigeria for the problem that we are facing today. It's getting too much right now. During NSAS protests, we saw many people. We saw how the northerners were mobilizing homeless to attack legitimate protesters in the streets. In a democratic society, we don't have the right to protest. And I was expecting them to arrest those who were responsible for the shooting of innocent Nigerians during the NSAS protest. We haven't seen anything like that. Fulani herdsmen who are killing and terrorizing people in the northern region, how many of them they have prosecuted over these years? How many of them? Instead, they were offering them financial benefits. Fulani herdsmen. They were giving them money, compensating them, begging them not to kill their people. When we have the justice system, we have the police system, we have the prison system in Nigeria. Where do we have all those tools? But it's there for them to prosecute activists, innocent protesters. But it's not good enough for them to prosecute those who are killing innocent Nigerians. We have problem in Nigeria.
Well, that is a position, because if you dwell on Nigeria as a nation, it is really embarrassing. Former leaders have always tried to tolerate and maintain. Even when the United States was predicting that Nigeria was going to divide during Jonathan, Jonathan did all his best that during his tenure, Nigeria is not divided. Buhari came with no respect, no regard for the principle of federal character, and he has created a higher level of division and segregation in Nigeria that even the other parts of Nigeria are not happy about it. So is an issue for leadership. We have a very bad leader in the like of Muhammad Buhari. He has divided Nigerians even more in terms of tribalism and sectionalism, and that is where the problem is. Just as I said earlier, I left a comment on the Nigerian Senate tweet that if they really love Nigeria, they should not approve the second coming of Professor Yakubu as the IDEN chairman. It negates the character of principles of federal character. Buhari is not bothered whether the advisors are not telling him or whether he just doesn't want to listen. That is a problem, and that is where we find ourselves saying that you are charging them for court for treason or terrorism.
Mr.
No, it's
Mr.
a shame.
Daniel,
It's a shame.
Mr. Daniel, don't reference President Muhammadu Buhari. He's not conscious of what is going on in the country. He's just there. These northern leaders are taking over the country. They are the ones controlling the Aso Rock, the presidency. Right now, okay, the advisor, the chief of staff to the president from the north, the media, whatever, from the north, everybody, the attorney general of the federation from the north, from Fulani, majority of them from the Fulani. So when you look at the federal power right now, is concentrated in the hands of the northerners. So President Muhammadu Buhari is not conscious of what is going on in the country. Let's be realistic about his condition. He's sick. I think the sickness is affecting him mentally. He's just there. These people are controlling him. They are controlling him. The other day when he made that speech during the NSAS protest, the Lekki shooting, it was pre-recorded. They wrote the
speech none of Buhari's speech have been live. It has always been recorded speech.
Yeah, pre-recorded. Yes. They wrote the speech for him and tell him to present it. And you can see that the speech was not well written.
It was even dry, not even addressing the issue at hand.
Yes, they didn't address the major issue. Yes, exactly. That's why many Nigerians were not happy. What the heck is going on? Yeah. Innocent youths were being killed in the Lekki toll gate, and the president came out reading something that is not coherent with the current situation. So people were outraged. What is going on in this country? Because they wrote that speech for him, pre-recorded. Then they even told him where they should hear it. President Buhari is not in control of the country anymore. He's not in control because we don't have one Nigeria. We don't have one Nigeria. We have to be realistic about what is going on in that country. High level of impunity. Tribalistic government that President Muhammadu Buhari is running right now. He's not even conscious of what is going on in the country. That is the worst thing. We said we have a president. He's just there. These leaders, these northern leaders, are the ones controlling Nigeria. We should not be wasting our time saying that President Buhari is dead or this. No, we should focus on the major issue affecting Nigeria. The northern leaders that are controlling Nigeria right now. We want one Nigeria. One Nigeria, that is what we are protesting for. If the northern leaders are separating themselves from the southern leaders, which means we don't have one Nigeria, then we have to find solution to this problem in Nigeria. Otherwise, we cannot continue like this. I'm going to play this video right now, all right? Just listen to what is going on, then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you. If you are watching right now and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please consider subscribing, okay? If you are watching from Facebook, like our page and follow our programs. Thank you all. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? Thanks and God bless you all. Just listen to this video. I'm going to play what happened when the northern leaders brought this bill, social media bill.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode on Nebo TV. My name is Agbaje Onome. Nebo TV appreciates all subscribers and supporters. And for those who are yet to subscribe to this channel, please don't forget to click on the subscription button and the notification bell to get updates from Nebo TV. Oh guys, today we are going to discuss some very important and controversial topic going on now in our society. The federal government have proposed a social media bill to restrict whatever content that will be posted on social media. But guys, before I go on, I would love to ask this question. Do you think it is right for federal government to restrict whatever is posted on social media instead of allowing anything to be posted on the platform, whether it is fake or real? Because guys, as we all know, this is coming as a result of the too much fake news that circulated during the NSAS protest. There were so many rumors and fake news, especially with the incident at Lekki toll gate. Many persons pointed fingers at Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his son Sheikh Tinubu, and then there were fake news that Buhari was dead, and some news even carried a fake death certificate as proof. During that period, there were so many fake news circulating around social media. One doesn't know which one is correct and which one is fake. But now, guys, do we think it is right for there to be restrictions as to what is posted on the social media pages? Please drop your comment on the comment section below as we move on to the news in details. On Monday, 22nd of November, the 19 northern leaders came together in Kaduna to discuss the recent EndSARS protest and insecurity in Nigeria, and they resolved that there should be a social media bill to restrict what is posted on social media as a result of the EndSARS protest. But there have been so many criticism and rejection over the resolution regarding the social media bill. The Inspector General of Police, the Ministers of Information, Lai Mohammed, the Federal Capital Territory, Musa Bello, Senate President Ahmed Lawan, and Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, attended the meeting. Their position was delivered by the chairman of the Northern Governors Forum, Simon Lalong. They condemned the EndSARS protest, describing the EndSARS protest as a coup against Buhari. On social media, it said the meeting took note of the devastating effect of uncontrolled social media in spreading fake news and called for major control and censorship of social media in Nigeria. In an interview after the summit, the president of the Senate, Lawan, had explained that the meeting was called to review what happened during the EndSARS protest in the country. He commended youth in the north for not participating in the violence experienced in other parts of the country. But guys, the chairman of the 2014 National Conference Advisory Committee, Senator Femi Okunromu, dismissed the position of the North that EndSARS protest was aimed at changing Buhari's government. He said the North should better realize on time that Nigerians had become wiser and knew what they wanted from government. He also criticized the call on restriction to social media. According to him, he doesn't see any reason for it because this same administration took advantage of the social media in 2015. Guys, it was reported that there were attempts by Nigerian government to regulate social media date back to December 2015 with the proposal of a petition bill which prescribed jail time and a fine for social media posts found to be in contravention of the proposed law. Yet the bill was withdrawn 6 months later in the face of widespread public criticism. The penalty for breaking the social media law was up to 300,000 or 3 years imprisonment for individuals and 10 million naira for corporate organizations. Another criticism of the social media bill came from the leadership of the Arewa Youth for Development and Progress. They faulted the outcome of the meeting. The president of the Arewa Youth for Development and Progress, Danjuma Saki, said the position of the leaders that social media should be regulated showed the lack of commitment by northern leaders to development around the globe and their plans to keep the north and the country under perpetual subjugation. Saki argued that the position taken by the northern leaders explained why North had been backward. He warned that the attempt to trample on the rights of Nigerians through restriction of social media will fail and will be resisted. He further argued that without the social media, Nigerians would not be able to express themselves and check the excesses of those in power. Similarly, the Southwest Socio-Political Group, Yoruba Ronu Leadership Forum, described the position of the northern leaders as unfortunate, which showed some northern leaders and governors still thought they were custodians of political power and governance in the country. The president of the forum, Mr. Akin Malaulu, said that it was unfortunate for any section of the country to have said the EndSARS protests were targeted at removing President Buhari from power. An activist, Abdul Bako said attempts to restrict social media would spell doom for Nigeria's democracy, which allows freedom of speech as recognized by the Constitution. He also argued that governments abused the social media when they failed to keep their campaign promises. Also, guys, key stakeholders in the media and broadcast space laid out clear reasons why the bill could not be allowed to pass into law. But the northern leaders dismissed the accusations that the bill aims at internet censorship. Guys, there are other disagreements from citizens of the country saying although platforms like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and similar platforms have become hotbeds for misinformation capable of destroying national security, but at the same time, social media is a fruitful avenue for finding valuable information and filling some of life's needs. For example, many have found spouses online and live happily ever after. A Nigerian presidential candidate in 2019 presidential election, Omoyele Sowore, founder of Shahara Reporters, a digital media outfit, became the loudspeaker for a popular sentiment associated with the bill that the protection from internet falsehood is intended for the benefit of political leaders, not the general public. So guys, I also want to know your take about this. Like my previous question says, do we think it is right for federal government to put a restriction on social media posts? Please drop your comment on the comment section below, and we're going to end the episode here for today. Hope to see you next time. My name remains Agbaje Onome. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.